Warning, this podcast might induce ear rape.
And welcome back to the official Hard R podcast, or the Hardcast. I'm here with...
What? Oh, Laqueef.
Laqueef?
No, Laqueen.
And, it's your boy, Skinny Penis. No, I'm kidding. It's Screaming Italian. Back at you again with another...
Penis and Laqueef. This is great.
Great for the sex cast.
Oh,
Okay,
Jesus Christ.
so... Today we're going to be discussing some stalker stories, this is episode 2 technically, but the first one is trash, so we may end up deleting it.
Oh, so this is like the pilot, basically.
Yeah, this could be the
This
pilot.
is pilot version 2.
Yeah, pilot 2.0, if you will.
Back off of
So today we're going to be talking about some stalker stories, some fireworks stories, and some couple scenarios to throw at you guys,
and,
you know.
And some other random ass shit that we can think of.
Oh yeah, because we're out of ideas.
No, because we thought of all these ideas at first, and we were just like, hey, how about we keep this as a topic? And none of us wrote it down because we were smartasses.
We're all
like,
retarded.
hey, we could go do this without thinking, and then...
Because I always think, I'm like, oh, this is going to be the best pod topic, and then, like, I'm in the shower or something, and I'm like, oh, wait, I forgot. And,
Like,
yeah, that's
literally,
how it
like,
ends up usually.
About like 6 hours ago, we thought of like 3 great topics, and we only can remember one of those topics, and it's so bad.
Yeah, I mean, it could sustain us it could get us a good amount of time on the podcast, but, what?
So, oh, crap. And it's really annoying when we have to think of these so-called topics, because I mean, like, we don't want to copy other podcasts. Like, we're different podcasts.
Yeah, I mean, we listen to Sleepycast and Brandon Calvillo's podcast. I mean, sure, they, like, fuel some of the ideas, but, like...
Oh, well, you listen to
Right, I listen to both
I've
of
listened
those.
to, like, 3 episodes of Sleepycast, so...
Oh, yeah. It's good stuff. They're good animators.
We're quickly monetizing advertising them. But,
Yes.
Continuing on.
Our commercial break already at the very beginning. Sleepycast, bringing you destruction of family values.
Jesus Christ. Look at the sound waves on
I
it.
did warn you, ear rape.
Jesus Christ, we get so much. Do I have to turn it down?
No, it'll be fine.
All right.
Our
all right.
viewers will be fine. Their ears
Hopefully, I can be able to just turn that down and it'll be okay. But either way,
will
either way.
Do not come to me with any hospital bills. I will not pay them because I am broke.
So-
All right, so for our first topic, I remember one of the other topics. We could do some
What was
some
one of the other topics?
some talking about anime.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, but
This has been.
we'll save that for our saving grace at the end when we have nothing else to talk about.
All right. Well, now that probably we lost all our viewers from this intro. First topic. Let's go.
Before the audience leaves, which you all already did. First topic. So, I'm sure we all have some stalker stories. You know, I mean, I've got like bonanzas of stalker stories, but I'm only gonna tell a couple for you guys.
I
He's
think-
got.
I think
Let's
we
start.
both-
Let's start Laqueef off with his stalker story.
Oh, what? No. I was just gonna say my stalker story. The stalker that you had was stalking me at the same time because we were both in the exact same place.
we're in the same in New York.
This was
Yeah.
about 2 years ago, like our freshman year. Actually, no, it was like 3, right?
We can't say her real name, but what was her name gonna be again?
I think it was Isabel, right? Or
Isabella?
something.
Yeah.
Isabella.
Isabella. That's the name we're going to
Alright,
use.
So here, you tell your story first. And then
Okay.
I'll tell my side.
So basically, I'm sleep deprived as fuck, right? So we're on this trip with our class, and yeah, it's with our band class. So I'm on the bus waiting for this dude to come on the bus because I think he was still in his room or something. And
Was it that time? I thought we were like visiting an event or something like that.
oh yeah, we were doing a tour. We were doing a tour of New York.
Yeah, and
And yeah, so she comes up beside me and is like, "Hey, do you mind if I sit here?" This is me not knowing if she was a freaking weirdo at the time. So she comes up and sits beside me, and I'm like,
She's a chill person.
she's a chill person.
She's not like, don't get us wrong. She's not like the creepiest ass like you've seen those weird girls in like school that you'd call like the weird people that constantly like stalk you on Twitter or Instagram or Snapchat or whatever it is.
Yeah.
But no, we're talking about this is
I mean,
like a casual girl.
She's a nice person, but this was weirded me out of my mind. I'm half asleep, right? I'm like dozing, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I took some pictures of the Empire State Building yesterday," and she shows me her phone, and I start scrolling through the pictures of the Empire State Building, and I get to 10 different pictures of me
Ooh, Travis got a crush on him.
wearing different shirts at different times. So like 10 different pictures on 10 different days, most likely.
Unless she's just been changing in her room and she like put her camera up to the
Yeah,
people.
that's what we did then.
Just starts taking pictures to the people.
Remember who we did that to at Padre?
Oh, who the fuck did we do?
No.
that to?
He was outside of our room.
Oh,
and we were
wait.
filming him through the people.
Oh yeah, spaghetti head.
Spaghetti head, more like potato head, dude.
Oh my god, it's so true. But either way,
He is very intelligent.
Oh, more like he's very angry. Jeez.
So yeah, and then like she proceeded to, after that trip, every day she would like, I'd get text or hear from her in some way. You know what I mean? Like at school, she'd like find a way to.
Actually, I still talk to her, and she's
Well, yeah.
she's really nice to talk to. But
I don't know what I did that like made her stop talking to me.
I thought you blocked him. Like you blocked. A
I
few
might
people.
I might have I think at that point I had like gone through a bad breakup or something, and I just blocked everyone, except
Yeah.
from like my really close circle of friends. So
AKA just me and like 4 other people.
yeah, because I have no friends.
Haha, same. Except I have less.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. Okay, before the
It's
audience
fix that
leaves.
up. You really can't do that. All right, but
I can't talk soft enough. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's hear your side. Actually, no. Yeah, but you know what I mean. You'd
Oh,
hear
I
from
know.
her every day in some
I know what you mean. So yeah. So this person.
Did this happen to you on the New York trip too?
Oh hell! This happened to me more than just the New York trip.
Oh yeah,
It's
me
sa-
too. It
same
happened
for
like
you,
every
but-
football game.
Yeah.
too.
Oh my! It's happened more than just the football games,
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
But
Like-
continuing on, she. I mean, like, again, don't if you think you know who this person is in real life, don't like call them up or anything like that. Don't go like, hey, why the hell are you the stalker? Like, no, don't do that.
Why are you the
Stalker. Of
the
New York.
point on this amazingly terrible podcast?
Yeah. So please don't get offended. This is just part of the stories.
Yeah,
So
we gotta have stories.
yeah,
you
we
know
gotta
what I
have
mean?
stories. So on our story, actually, this is kind of my story, but at the same time, it's not. I mean, like I think I remember hearing you tell me about this, and
Yeah.
then later on the trip,
We
I
were
was
texting each other back and forth about it whilst it was happening.
yeah.
It was
So
like-
while we were on the trip, me and you remember Spaghetti Hair? I'm not gonna say his name, but you remember Spaghetti Hair.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
he kept telling me that he felt like someone was watching him. I was like, who are you talking about?
And then we'd like look.
It was
behind
the
us
same.
And she's staring.
It's
at
the
me.
same girl, and like he goes like it's that girl.
It's
It's
Isabella.
Isabella.
I thought-
And I look behind me, and she's legit staring at both of
Oh,
us.
like not even blinking.
Like she blinks, but like she's like
Barely.
easily like this is like she cocks her head to the side, like trying to look like easily. It's
It-
high key. It's
it
not even
was-
low key.
Yeah, it
it
was
is
like
high key.
It's like someone walking in like with a newspaper with eye holes in it, and they're like, "Yeah,
Oh,
I'm just
God.
reading the news," you know.
I'm just reading the news with binoculars.
While they got binoculars.
Yeah, but no, she's in our group when we were like touring around New York.
Not
and
mine.
Not yours, because I think you split up.
I
From
think
us.
yeah,
So it's just me and Spaghetti Head.
yeah.
So-
You, Spaghetti Head and her.
Yeah.
and
So originally I was like, okay, I guess she's just weird. But like later on the trip, it wasn't just him with me anymore. It was like me by myself with I think you, and all of a sudden she's still behind us. Like
Yeah, it's
she's just
bizarre.
staring. Except this time when we try to like split apart to see who she's looking at, she's looking at me this time.
Yeah.
And
it
I was a little creeped out. I
I
was
think
like,
when you got creeped out and
okay.
kind of like stopped talking to her, then she started following me around more frequently, and then both of us stopped talking to her, and then I guess somehow you ended up starting again. I mean, she's a cool
She's
person, but
nice.
like, where's she go to college now?
Uh,
Oh wait, actually, maybe we shouldn't.
I should
Disclose
say
this
that, but I will
information.
say it's somewhere in Texas.
Which is definitely not where we're from, in case you want to call the police on us.
Why would they call the police on us? What have we done?
We're defiling little children's minds with our pod.
Oh my god. we are not doing the hopefully the previous episode gets in this, so
Yeah, that was bizarre.
yeah, but if the previous episode does come back, we are not raping like whatever the preschool
Oh, I
thing
gave the
that
disclaimer. I gave the disclaimer at the beginning of that story that it was totally bullshit.
okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay, we don't want
I did a
we don't
little.
want the FBI.
I did a
coming
little
in.
ear rape thing. I was like, "This is totally bullshit." By the way,
All right, so yeah.
we're safe and sound.
Continuing on, yeah, I think the way I was talking with her again is because she had some problems and she didn't have anybody to go to. So
Yeah.
I felt bad
Like
for
her
her.
sister, she can go to her sister, but
Oh, she doesn't go to her sister
she
for
doesn't want to.
anything.
Yeah,
No, her sister.
Pride, isn't it?
She was no, she was actually adopted into that
she
family.
was.
I mean, like it's very easy. Like she's a white like person while her family's like Asian.
Kinda Asian-ish, yeah.
Just completely Asian. Like I think Asian and Japanese. I
Yeah,
think.
Polynesian
But
maybe, too.
maybe. But either way, continuing on, she really can't go to anyone. And since just like what you said, like since she's kind of weird, like a lot of people don't really want to talk to her. So I
Yeah.
felt bad. So I was like, okay, I'll talk to you. She's a very nice person to hang out with. Like she's just nice. I'll continue with that because I don't want anything to go on. But yeah, she's a really nice person to talk to and stuff like that. But it was really weird about that stalking stuff because that creeped out
Yeah.
a few people
Wait, what stalking stuff?
in New York.
Oh, stalking. Sorry, I thought for some reason I was thinking Christmas right now. I was like, what are you talking about, dude?
Christmas? Is
I don't
that
know.
your favorite holiday or something like that, or what? Why do you think of Christmas right now?
No, only because it's white. But I like Thanksgiving better. I like getting. Don't get me wrong. You know, I like getting presents, but just the food at Thanksgiving. You got there.
Do you not get like Christmas dinner? That's like huge.
No, we do, but we do the honey baked ham on Thanksgiving, and that is like
Oh.
unmatched. And then you get the Hawaiian rolls in there, and you're like, oh.
I don't know about your Thanksgiving. For my Thanksgiving, we would
We get
have like
turkey,
we
usually.
get turkey stuffing. Like I think what is it? Cherry like Jello or something.
No,
like
no,
that?
the cranberry sauce, right?
Cranberry sauce. Yeah,
Yeah, that stuff
Wait,
is
were
so
you
good.
with
The
us?
stuff
Were
right
you
out
with
of-
us for Thanksgiving?
No, we do cranberry sauce too.
Oh, okay, cool.
The stuff right out of the can. Like
I was
that really,
like, how are you reading my mind right now?
that really like satisfying when you get it out of the can, where it's like,
Actually, it was made fresh from my.
Oh,
from my
really?
family, yeah.
Oh, okay,
But
cool.
yeah, for Christmas we'd get
Fresh
like almost the
popcorn.
exact same thing, except
Yeah.
we'd go to my grandparents' place in Arizona.
oh, okay, yeah, and y'all shoot off fireworks and stuff there.
Yeah, actually, talking about fireworks, let's go to our next.
Segue. That was
Let's go to our next
quality
place.
segue.
Let's go to our next place. Actually, about a story about fireworks. This guy right here wanted me to buy fireworks in Arizona and bring it back to my house, which was
Which
like
is highly illegal, by the way.
yeah, which was like in like 3 states. I had to drive 3 states to bring it back to my house. So
Did you end up doing it?
I ended up
couldn't
buying
remember.
fireworks and just shooting off in the sand
Yeah,
dunes.
yeah,
But
I was
like,
gonna say.
I was like, why are you planning on me coming back home with like fireworks that I can't even go across
I
state
wanted
borders?
you to
in?
bring them to the lake, where we are right now.
By the way, all these podcasts have been in the exact same room in the lake.
Oh yeah, the exact same room.
Yeah, but I mean, the people here have really good fireworks.
Oh yeah, like the fireworks over at that guy's house that we go and sit on their boat dock every year.
Yeah, like
That's like a show. We went to Disneyland in California for how long? Was it like a week? Well, we only went there for a day.
Well, we
actually.
went there the entire spring break.
Yeah, and then so when we were there, we saw the fireworks show. Of course, it's better than the fireworks show at Disney. Don't get me wrong, I like the fireworks show at Disney. It's more.
No, it's more original.
It's more,
original.
yeah. It's more. The one at Disney's more organized and like electronic, but this one's more like chaotic, which makes it more fun to watch and stuff.
I don't know
you
if chaotic is the word to say, but
Yeah.
like, you get
But
to
it's like
kind of,
constant explosions for like 45 minutes.
you
It's
don't
awesome.
expect it. Like at
Oh, yeah.
Disneyland, you see like the Mickey Mouse in the air. Or you
Yeah,
see all
yeah.
that other
all
stuff.
the all the gay shit.
It's not really gay,
I know,
actually,
I
but
know.
Like, but
I like
yeah.
Disney as much as the next guy. I just saw Incredibles 2, by the way. Very good movie.
Yeah, okay. We got some more advertisement for
Yeah.
Incredibles. But
This podcast is brought to you by Disney. Watch the Incredibles movie.
oh fuck, I wish. I
Yeah.
wish Disney would have.
Oh, dude, if Disney
supported us.
sponsored us, we'd be rich right now.
Jesus Christ, we're using a laptop and like a microphone, you'd play Guitar Hero.
No, this one's a Nintendo one.
Oh,
Get it
this
right.
this is a Nintendo
This is
microphone.
a quality microphone, dude. I mean,
Yeah, I'm sorry for all the viewers that like all my stuff is really shit and we don't have any premium stuff to record on.
honestly, eventually, if we get some sponsors on our new Patreon page that I just set up.
Oh my god, did you actually?
Yeah, I set up a
What?
GoFundMe page and a Patreon page. Find me at Screaming Italian.
Oh my god.
People give money to stuff for no
No,
reason, dude.
I'm expecting the like label to be please fund the hard R.
I put that.
Everyone staring at him like fund a retard. Why?
I put please fund the official Hard Art podcast, and I put because I already made up some T-shirts. I'm waiting on them to be delivered.
Do you actually?
Yeah, the official
Do I
Hard
get a
Art.
free T-shirt that says La Queen on it?
Maybe if you're lucky.
I'm not gonna be on the show for long. I
Yeah,
know that.
no, you will be.
You're gonna
You
kick
will.
me off,
You
I
will
already
be.
know this.
No, you're better than Zemrak. Oh, woo! I
What's
said his name.
What's his name? The Vietnam flashback. I
Yeah,
think.
Vietnam flashbacks. He was all over the place, so he might not get another pod episode.
Hopefully, he can just calm down. And
Yeah,
he'll be
I don't
fine.
know. I guess he was hyper on toddlers. I don't know.
Okay, going back to the topic because we've gone.
What were we
what's
on?
your story on fireworks? Because I know you have a story on this because I was there in that story, but I want you to tell it.
I have a very good story for fireworks. So we get this one, you guys might know it, called Desert at Night. I didn't realize how I had taken all the packaging off to get to the fuse, and I didn't know where which side it was supposed to be facing. So basically, I had set it down where it was aiming towards us, lights it, I lit it, it starts shooting at us and our house.
No, I thought it like span on the ground, right?
No, that's when it started spinning, and it had shot at us a couple of times and started spinning around. My dad runs to kick it. Oh, he gets a kickoff. It hits him. Then it hits the neighbor's boat. And we had to go check if it was on fire, but that was the night we almost died.
I literally,
No.
the only thing I remember about that night is that I literally ran. There's like this, so in the lake where we are at, like obviously there's lake, there's water, there's trees. So there's like 3 big trees nearby. So it's me,
Screaming
Italian, and
Another unnamed man. Maple syrup, because he's from Canada.
Oh my god, that's actually great. But yes, maple syrup. So I ran behind a tree, and maple syrup comes by, and he like goes, "Make room, make room." I'm like, "No, get your own fucking tree." And
Yeah,
I push him out of the way.
He
and-
fell down on the way there, too.
Yeah, he did. He fell down, and he gets a tree in the end. But it was so scary because these things like the fireworks they blow up.
Oh, it
obviously.
was like a bunch of artillery rounds, so
Yeah, and it
was-
started shooting at your house too, which was in the direction of us.
one hit the window, but it didn't really do much.
I don't
luckily.
think it broke it at all.
No, it just hit the window and went like that, and then nothing really happened. I was basically like, oh shit, we fucked up.
Yeah, but
Oh,
it was
wait.
really scary.
I
Seeing,
fucked up.
It was really scary seeing all these fireworks come
All
at
these
you.
flaming balls flying.
Because
at
I think
you.
it was the last one, wasn't it? Did we
Yeah.
save it for the very
No,
last?
that was Skull Crusher. That's the same night that we're doing the fireworks show, and it was still my firework. I had it, and I didn't set it very well. Started shooting off, and it tipped over.
Yeah.
Started shooting at us again. My dad just goes scatter. We all ran to the same tree. So did Maple Syrup, and he fell again. He tripped on the same root.
All right, so everyone, here's the disclaimer. If you ever know Screaming Italian in real life and in the flesh, never shoot off fireworks with him because obviously he's gonna try to aim it towards you.
What?
No, I'm kidding. He's a really chill dude. I mean, we're both pyros, but like.
Yeah, we're both maniacs. We see the. Well, I mean, I turn on the lighter and a smile lights up my face. You know,
God,
lights up a room.
It's like
It's a
the
ghoulish.
Hell's-
It's a ghoulish
Hell's
smile.
Fires right there.
You see the fire in my eyes. And I get all excited. turned on because I like fire.
Yeah, because you turn on a lighter.
Yeah.
That's what he means. That's what he means.
Yeah, definitely.
If
It's
you have,
nothing
if you
to
have
do
a
with-
dirty mind, you really thought of what we just thought of right now.
Yeah,
then
why-
you are wrong.
Get your mind out of the gutter, listeners.
Even though that our minds are probably right in the gutter right now.
Dude, my mind is right where Pennywise is, in the storm drain.
Oh God, that's dark.
That movie is very. I don't even know.
I never even watched me. I don't like scary movies at all.
Did you see Quiet Place?
Oh no,
With John Krasinski.
No, I looked at that movie and
was-
originally I thought it was one of those.
It wasn't even a horror movie.
Not a horror movie, but
It
what
was
do you
a
call
thriller.
those?
A
A thriller,
thriller,
yeah.
yeah.
Just like a Getaway or something like that.
Yeah, it was
Or Taken.
very interesting because it was
Not
like
Taken. What the heck is it?
Taken's the movie
No,
with
what's
Liam
what's the
Neeson.
kid that?
I will find you and I will kill you.
Okay, Liam Neeson, chill. No, what's that movie that where it's like the woman that got her like child stolen by like these guys? I don't know what it's called, but it reminded me of
I
Taken.
think that's Taken. Wait, no, but it's not Taken.
No, it's not called Taken. It's
Oh.
called something else. I thought it was
No
called
clue.
Taken. Okay.
Free Willy. Well,
No.
the orca mom's children go into that bay in the oldest or the newest one.
Either way, like, those are like thrillers, and like
Yeah.
when I could watch those. I mean, there'd be jump scares. I would hate it.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
like, that would be true.
A
But
Quiet
like,
Place is really good though.
I
Like,
heard there was only like 3 words said in that movie, and that was it.
yeah, and there's like a lot of screaming in it, cause like so basically the idea of A Quiet Place is there's these aliens that have invaded a post-apocalyptic Earth, and
What the hell?
yeah, I know, and they can't see, they can only hear, and they have like really good hearing, so that's why it's called A Quiet Place. If you make a sound, they'll find you.
I don't understand because doesn't like a heartbeat also make a sound like?
No, it's like an audible noise that you have to make with
So,
yeah,
like
like
footsteps.
that, like an audible. Yeah, no, not footsteps either. It has to be like it's weird. It's like with
What
your
the hell?
vocal cords, it's a certain volume, so you can like whisper, but you can't if you're talking loud or like
What the heck?
talking
I know
like
that there was
weird.
like a child that got killed by a spaceship, but like
Yeah.
that wasn't even like vocal cords at all. That was just a spaceship. That was an audio pitch sound.
Well, they saw him. Wait.
I'm retarded.
To
To our viewers, I have 2 chromosomes.
Oh my god! I have an extra set. Do you want some of mine?
Sure. Thank you.
All right, there. No, wait, shoot, I'm normal.
Oh,
No,
dude, I'm semi-normal.
Dude, wait, what's two extra chromosomes? Isn't that like just being like Down syndrome or something like that?
I think.
All right, well,
So
now
now
you
you
have Down
just-
syndrome, so.
So now I'm like.
All right, give my chromosomes back. I want them.
So now I'm like the guys at Howdy Homemade.
What?
I hope it didn't catch that.
I don't know what that is.
That ice cream shop that all the Down syndrome people work at. Have you never been there?
No, I've never been there.
No.
No, when he said it, the first thing that I thought of was the breakfast one.
That was a TV show.
That was a TV show.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I've seen the whole show and it is hilarious, dude. No, but so Howdy Homemade basically is this ice cream place, basically like Baskin Robbins or even Dairy Queen or something like that. But the only workers have Down syndrome.
I guess
So
it's nice for them because they actually. Like,
yeah, they get jobs.
They
And
get jobs
It's
and
very nice for them.
Yeah, so. It's
I
not-
have a good story about that though.
All right, say it.
My first date with a girl, unnamed
God.
girl.
You brought her
No,
there?
that was her. This was her idea.
Oh my
that
god!
we go
I was like, congratulations.
No. That we go to Howdy Homemade. I go, oh, what's that place? And she goes, oh, it's an ice cream shop. She had not warned me ahead of time.
You probably walked in there like saw him and just started laughing as hard as possible.
No. I walk in and I'm like, don't laugh, Travis. Don't laugh. Do not
You
laugh.
did this like chuckle probably.
I was holding it all back. I get to the front of the line, and I order my ice cream. I got boysenberry.
Boysenberry.
Yeah, boysenberry, a very good flavor of ice cream. And then I get to the toppings, and one of the workers goes, "Do you want a sprinkle?" And
I'm just looking at the right now page.
Oh,
You made that a big ass.
I'm very sorry, but I lost it, to say the least.
I want to know when this was.
We did not go on a second date. Actually,
Yeah.
we did.
You
We
probably
went on
were-
very many. Went on very many dates, but
I was imagining like her like dumping your ass right after
But-
you after you sat there like pointing at the guy going like ha 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 you're retarded.
I was not pointing at him. I ran out very quickly before I lost my composure.
She had to pay for the ice creams.
No, I went back in when I regained my composure, and she was standing there looking at me very hatefully.
Oh god. That brings really happy tears to my eyes.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I lost it. It was very funny.
No shit.
She yelled at me extensively after that, though. Very many slurs. What is wrong with you, you Goomba? She called me a Goomba.
Why
Can
a
you believe
Goomba?
that?
You're
I'm
not,
Italian.
Goombas are Italian?
Yeah, that's an Italian slur.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I never even knew that.
Yeah.
The first thing that popped in my mind was the Goombas from Mario.
The guys from Super Mario Bros.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
what kind of penis shape are you?
We got a touch on that game.
Wha-
Super Mario Bros.
Oh, I thought. I was
Your
like, which game are you talking about?
Penises is the game we were talking about. No.
Oh well.
That game was part of my childhood.
Oh my god, that game was amazing.
My grandma used to take me up to GameStop and buy me whatever. She would buy me any DS game that I would want. So I'd usually get Pokemon, like a little,
You're talking
little.
about DS as well. I was talking about like also
Oh,
Wii too. Like,
yeah,
have
Wii.
you played like Super Mario?
Dude,
Galaxy?
I haven't played a Wii in like
There's
I
one
don't
at
know,
my lake house.
probably 4 years.
You're literally using a Nintendo thing. How did you not
Oh
realize?
shit! We have Nintendo.
We are sponsored by Nintendo now.
Dude, I wish. If we were sponsored by Nintendo or Disney, we would be rich.
I wouldn't even say rich. I would use Disney and go like,
Oh,
hey,
yeah.
give me every single Disney movie. For
I don't think any Disney would sponsor us though because we're so horrible.
Well, I guess we're really bad.
Nah, I don't know. We're not as bad as most. This podcast is brought to you by Nintendo, fueling every child's childhood. And damn, that was hard to say.
I know it is really hard to say. That's why I gave you the idea.
We were doing the little thing where you say it 3 times fast earlier. Fueling every child's childhood, fueling every child. Oh, I can't do it.
That's a really big tongue twister. I couldn't
Yeah.
even say it when I said it
Tongue
once.
twister.
I couldn't say
Yeah.
it once.
Don't sound like a Howdy Homemade employee.
Oh my god.
Don't get Down syndrome.
I don't think they can just get down to the.
Yeah, you
I
can't-
don't think it's a choice for them.
You get like knocked on the head really hard, and you're like, oh, duh!
No, not even that.
No,
like,
yeah,
it's,
I know.
It's from birth.
Yeah, it's from birth. From
Like, jeez.
I can't remember if it's lack of chromosomes or you have too many.
I think it's too many.
Because there's autism, which I think that is like a lack. I don't
I
know.
wish we searched this up before we actually clicked.
Yeah,
record
because we're
again.
just bullshitting right now.
Not exactly bullshitting. It's actually a topic.
Yeah, true. So, our next topic is a scenario we cooked up for you guys.
So we are using the emergency scenario.
For our worthy viewers, yeah, the emergency scenario for when we need to.
Fuck, wait, which scenario is this? Is this scenario 1 or 2?
I thought we only had one. We only have one
we
backup.
made 2. No, the first one is
the fat.
Okay, it's
Yeah,
that one. I
yeah.
thought we were talking about the sexist one that we made up, or that I made up.
I don't know. That one's
one
not
was
really.
That one
open
wasn't
to-
as good, but
Yeah.
like. Yeah.
All right. So
sorry,
here's the
sorry.
scenario.
By the way, we are not sexist. Just I thought of a.
I'm very sexist.
I don't know. We both kind of are, but at the same time, we are not. And I thought of a scenario where it was like, by the way, you guys can think of this on your own time. It's kind of boring, but we thought of, hey, what if since
Thought provoking. THOT.
what is
thought.
that? What is that corporation that's for like women, like the National like Organization for Women or something like that?
The-
NOW something.
Yeah, the
Now
fuck it.
we're just gonna call it now.
The Me Too movement.
Okay, but continuing on, the scenario number 2 was, hey, so since men in the olden times were very dominant and had like all the power,
Which we still are.
partially, then we have us equal now, or more or less equal. I don't know.
Yeah.
You guys decide what you want to be on. I am not going to get in that.
I think men have less rights now. Not less rights,
less
just like
rights, jeez.
people hate on guys now more than they did. Because, well, I mean, in the past, men were assholes, and they're like, oh, if you hate on me, I'll just slap the fuck out of you. And that's just not okay in today's times. So
Yeah,
it's
like
like,
it's not okay for like
It-
guys.
it shouldn't have been
guys to
okay
be-
back
guys need to
then
be a
either.
Gentlemen. They
yeah,
can't be like.
it shouldn't have been
whatever
okay
they
back
want.
then either, but it just was. That was how the times were. So it was like,
Yeah, but
eh.
continuing on, we were like, okay, so what if women got all the power in the future, and like
It was
men did
it was
not
a
have all the power?
matriarchy.
Yeah, basically like
So
it's
in,
flipped. So
The
when-
Amazonian, what was that? You've seen Wonder Woman, right?
Yeah.
The new, yeah. So like the Amazonian tribe.
yeah, so
we're
but
like,
you didn't see any guys in that. So
That's
it was
true.
like, would all the guys like?
Well, they're just
basically-
immortal though.
Would they? Yeah, true.
Yeah.
But would they all like basically be kind of?
We'd just be sex slaves to them.
Oh,
That's
God.
all we are. A penis.
That's kind of what a lot of
Honestly,
girls
that's
think
what
of us
girls.
right
That's
now.
what girls say. They're like, oh, that's all we are to them. But
Oh,
No, but they also cook and clean.
we're kidding. But no,
I'm not.
No, but in the future, if it flipped and girls had all the rights and guys did not, would how would it turn out? You guys can think of that yourself.
Yeah, that's
But continuing on to
thought-provoking.
our actual scenario, that
So-
that raging
Screaming
screaming Italians,
Raging. I'm mad too.
I'm mad.
Don't destroy my computer, please. This thing costs a lot. But what we thought of was, okay, so say like in an alternate universe where every single guy can be fit or every single girl can be fit, and they look.
Well,
like-
no. Every single guy is like,
Every
if they
single
they
guy
eat a
and-
ton of food, they're fit. So like it'd be hard to. What my thing was is like,
Oh, wait, you
if
thought
it
of it
was
differently?
if it was unattractive to be fit, then that would technically mean that they're the ones that are like pigs and they like eat a lot, and then the fat people like.
Makes no sense.
I don't know. Well, I mean, neither does the scenario though. Really,
No.
it's
The,
like
way, the way I'm thinking of is, yeah, but I'm saying like in the scenario, would it be? I kind of don't understand it because everyone has seen like what a model is. Like everyone wants to have like the perfect model body, or someone wants to have like the smile, or like
Yeah,
say
or the
what
abs.
you want.
I mean, like,
yeah,
the
even abs or
biceps,
pecs.
yeah.
But like, what if you got to choose what you want your dream body to be, and you basically just
that's what everyone else looks
that's what
like.
everyone else looks like.
Well, basically,
Yeah. So would that make everyone who is like fat and
would that make them desirable?
would that make them like the more
Yeah, desirable.
desirable, hot?
So do they still eat more? Like they're still the gross fatties that we have today? I'm not fat shaming.
No,
I
am,
promise.
I am fat. So
No, you're not.
yeah. Excuse me, son.
You
I've
were
done a lot better.
you
but
you were chubby.
I was extremely chubby. I
Yeah,
was
there-
made fun of for my chubbiness, by the way.
So was I. No, I'm
so-
kidding. I look like a Holocaust victim.
No. The thing that happened to you was you fell on a rock and and that's the only thing that really happened.
Yeah.
Well, that could be a different story for next.
Oh
episode.
yeah, that we'll have all of our skiing and snowboarding and wait no.
Just really Cresta Butte.
Cre-
in total.
Cresta Butte,
Like,
yeah,
because
basically.
we have a great story for you about Cresta Butte.
in Colorado.
Yeah, Colorado.
Oh, I did some shit with Jarrett there. Oh,
Can't say his name.
What the hell did you do? Okay, now
with
I'm curious.
with
but
Jonesy.
I don't
We'll call
know.
him Jonesy.
Jonesy,
He was
okay.
there. Wait, did
no,
you
no,
ever?
I saw him there. I saw him there
Okay.
for one day.
Okay, yeah.
But oh my god, you could talk about so many things. About,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
What's in the elevator?
We'll save that for the next episode.
Yeah, but continuing on. So, what would you think would happen?
I don't know. I think that would probably be because everyone wants what they don't have, basically.
I guess.
So if everyone was like these six-packed freakazoids and they were like super muscular, everyone would be like, "Dude, I want to be fat." I don't know, like
It's kind of
hard
weird to think
of-
about
yeah.
right now because this is like the complete flip of what our society wants. Like
Yeah,
our
'cause it's
society wants like, hey,
skinny,
we want skinny, like pecs, abs,
white teeth, maybe a
teeth.
beard on a guy,
I don't know about
not a
that,
girl.
actually.
I don't know. It's like the what they
It kind
what
of depends.
girls are
I would
like
say scruff.
sexy stubble is what they
Yeah,
call it.
I
Yeah.
shaved this morning. So
I got the
don't
5
have
o'clock. I got the
I
I got the 6:50 p.m. shadow on my face.
that. Yeah, but
This podcast might or might not be brought to you by Barbasol, the only shaving cream you should ever use.
we're actually having a shaving. Hopefully, we can at least get one sponsor. If we get
Oh,
one sponsor,
If
I'll
we
be
get
really
one
happy.
sponsor, we'll be fine. I mean, sponsors pay a lot of money, dude.
We only need like $10 though.
Well, and then
Or
yeah,
actually,
true.
Well,
$10. We need no on our Patreon page. I was asking for I believe $80 for a snowball mic, so you guys don't have to listen to this
Yeah, no,
shitty
this-
Nintendo mic. No, I'm
this-
kidding. I love it.
No, Nintendo. I mean, Nintendo has good stuff, but like
Yeah.
this mic is meant for a game, and
Oh,
we're
yeah.
using it to record a podcast.
Yeah, we were gonna use the Guitar Hero mic, but that one was even shittier.
Well, we
so.
can't even. I don't even know
I
how.
don't even know if it works.
Like, we're having to share one whole mic when
Yeah.
I was expecting us to plug in both mics and for it to work.
and
but-
then just not have to deep throat the mic every time we talk. But
yeah,
but since we put the sound up, it's probably not that bad. Yeah, sure. Thank you guys for tuning in today. It's been a lot of fun. We thought up a great few topics for you for your next episode. This was the pilot. The next episode will be called Wet and Wild Snow Adventures.
Oh my god, that sounds so weird.
Oh,
They're gonna
yeah.
get the wrong idea, and actually, it's
And yes, we mean wet like that. No, I don't. I'm kidding. We were not wet
I feel
any
like
of the
if we
time.
actually have it wet and well, it will give us more viewers just because it's so sexually like provoking.
Oh yeah, because the Sleepy Cast had one of their episodes that was what was it called, the pornography hour? Yeah, and I think they got it taken off of YouTube because it said
Really?
it had porn in the name.
Oh
yeah.
my god. So what's the next one? Wet and wild.
Wet and Wild Snow Adventures in Colorado.
Well, what's the main topic that we
The
should
main
add?
topic will be skiing fails in Crested Butte and fails with women in Crested
Oh,
Butte.
also.
No, don't even do it. Don't bring it up yet. That will be prevalent in our next episode. Thanks for tuning in, guys. You know what to do. You got to hit that like button and subscribe. And if you feel like it, throw a few bucks towards our Patreon at Screamin' Italian. Thank you, guys, and see you next
Maybe
week.
Italian will strip for you.
No, I won't. Actually, maybe I will. But see you guys next week. Actually, hear you guys next week. Oh, that was a bad podcast joke.
What the hell?
And see you guys later. We're out.